All right, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to create content for your name, your brand, your company, pretty much anything and everything. And I'm going to go through and just explain what almost everything in these little nodes do and how they work, that why it's generating what it's doing for you. So first off, we have this section here, what we call like our form submit area, where basically we just answer like two questions. From there, it takes those questions and then generates the content for you. And then it pushes it on over to what we have. Here's our social media content factory. What this does is this is an AI agent. And if you're not familiar with the term AI agent, let me just kind of give you like a simple breakdown what an AI agent does. So it basically is like a VA or someone that you can hire, but as an AI employee for yourself. And so inside here is basically the brain. And then these little tentacles are, it's like it's limbs, legs, arms, stuff like that, that help, like the tools that feed the brain to make it functional, right? So it's like this AI agent body that's working for you. So based off of what we input, it says like, what topic do you want to talk about? Is one of the formed questions, and then takes that information, feeds it inside the social media AI agent that has this design prompt that's going to help build out the content for your brand, your name, your company, or so forth. And so we have different platforms that we want to put it on: the LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or X, TikTok, Threads, YouTube. Some of these are relevant, some of them are not. This is just for a purpose of showing you the example of what's possible. So we have this tailored prompt telling it what to do, and then we're plugging in ChatGPT here as kind of like its outreach source of like gathering that information. So we have the brain operations of like it has the instructions, it knows what to do. We inputted that some information, so it's going to commingle the information together based off what you gave it, and then it's going to feed it off over to ChatGPT to start building that those pieces of content for you. Another cool tool that we can add on to here is what like a memory base. It can know about your company. So we add a tool in there about your brand, any products that you sell, like who you are as a business, FAQs, things that people will ask like on a phone call, like, can you help me do this? Questions to kind of feed into this AI agent. So the more you tell about what your business is in this PDF tool memory box, then it understands who you are as a company, a brand. And so then it pulls that as a tool into its brain, and then it all commingles together and comes up with the content. From there, we shoot that content over to a AI agent who writes an email. This email is then going to send it to you or whoever for approval of what content was created. So it's going to give you a list of like LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. It's going to have the written content of like what it came up with. Based off your approval of it, then it goes to the next, or approved or denied. We have a little button in there inside the email, and I'll show that here shortly what that looks like and how easy it is to just go for it. So inside this email, we do have a time limit set for 45 minutes. So this is optional. We can just delete this, and it can be in limbo waiting for you until you approve it or deny it. But after 45 minutes, it does opt out, and then you have to restart the whole process over again. So just be aware of that. And this is always optional to remove or whatever. You can just play around with that. From there, once it understands the prompt that you gave it, either deny or approve, it goes to this option here saying, was the content approved? If it was approved, then it's going on to what we call as OpenAI, the DALI E, where it generates the image. Now, there's an option that we can put in here is other pieces of like AI, like for example, Midjourney is another software that actually has really high quality images that you can put in versus just DALL-E E, because we didn't know that ChatGPT's DALL-E E is not the greatest on like pieces of images and photos and stuff that you're trying to generate with your content. It does a pretty good job, but sometimes it gets a little wonky, and we just like, all right, back to the drawing boards. Let's redo this. But this is interchangeable. Just keep that in mind. So then from there, I have it sent to my Google Drive where all the content is saved, so I can repurpose it another day if I wanted to have that piece of video, or not video, but image saved. A third step that we can put in here is another approval final post content. So this is down here as an option. This would probably be pretty good. Like, you approve the written content, you also would like to approve the image of that piece of content that's going out. So that is an option. I just put it down here. Whenever you want, you can reattach it, make sure the connections are good. Once everything is good and it's approved, we get the image, we save the image, then it splits off the written content with the image per platform and into the section here. From there, for this purpose of training video, that I only have it saved or going to my LinkedIn. Everything else has been deactivated because I just want to show you like how this works. So we're just going to use LinkedIn because it's one of my least areas that I post and put content out. So after it's been submitted to the platform to be posted, it will gather the results. Did it post? Was there an error? Was there a disconnect? What happened? So then it gathers that data, that information, and transfers it over to another another AI agent, who then prepares a message based off of the content, if it was posted or not. So it just gives you an update on how that process went, everything was good, or if it failed. Then you get an email saying, yeah, what happened. Using ChatGPT again. And then the second option here is I have it deactivated, but it would send a message through Telegram, like a voice message. So Telegram is just an app that's you can Telegram speak to. It's kind of like a walkie-talkie where you're communicating with other people and stuff like that. But it would connect to that and send you a message verbally to let you know what happened. Um, Version 2, instead of having a form, we could have a Telegram app where we just talk into our app, and then that gets translated into a text and then pushed over to our content AI agent here, which then pulls that information and starts creating the content versus filling out the form. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into this and give you a live demo of how this works. Before we do that, let me just explain the system that I'm working on. This is called n8n, as in Nancy, 8 Nancy. So n8n. This is like a developer's playground area. Software that you can actually pretty much build anything. So if you're familiar with Zapier or make.com, this is very similar, but gives you a lot more flexibility with using AI agents, making processes easier. So taking the human brain element out of thinking. Like if you were to do Zapier or Make, we think of it like as a linear automation. Now, if you're putting it into n8n using AI agents, you have a thinking component where it actually does the decision for you. So it's not so linear now. It has a brain and operations and tools that it actually can use to build whatever it is that you're trying to build and be actually pretty successful with it. So n8n is like a developer's playground where you can actually build pretty much anything and everything. So if you want to do like outreach cold calls, you want it to any emails that are coming in to you, it can respond to those emails and send you an email upon like, hey, here's an email, we've written it for you, and get your approval of it, and you just hit approve, and it sends emails to those clients or people. We can set appointments. We can pretty much do anything. Like you can talk into it and it'll like go out, like the Telegram's like, hey, I need you to set up an appointment for tomorrow, reservation at 6 p.m. We're going here. It goes in and does it for you because it has all these AI agents connecting to this application here. So let's not get too off tangent here. So let's go ahead and jump in and show you what this can do. So this is just the AI agent working the content field, developing content for your brand, your business. Again, like I said, it can pretty much do anything for you and your business. Any bottlenecks or manual tasks that you have in your business, it can be built inside of here and automated for you. So topic, how will AI makes automation easier for your business. This is something simple. And AI. So this is keywords, hashtags. This kind of just, if you know your keywords, hashtags, whatever you want to use, you can throw that in here. The link is basically your website, funnel, landing page, something of, if you have like a product to sell or you want to mention something about your website or landing page, whatever it is, that's where you would drop this in. I'm just going to go ahead and drop mine in. There we go. Should take a few seconds, maybe a minute or so to generate. So what's going to happen next is once this form is, the information is collected, it's going to send it to our AI agent, which takes, maybe a minute or so to then to generate the content. And you have to keep in mind that it's generating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of content based off of the topic that I just gave it. So versus you going into ChatGPT and asking it to write a piece of content for LinkedIn, this is saving you time, energy for doing that, right? So we just gave it like a little bit of information in the beginning, do the topic to talk about, and from there it just takes off and does it for you. It looks like the email came through. Perfect. All right, so let's go over and check my email. Let's refresh this. All right, here's approval email. This is basically saying discover how AI-driven workflows can revolutionize your business operations, from reducing manual tasks, enhancing decision-making, explore AI's true potential in the automation landscape. Learn more about these innovations. Cool. It's got my website link there. It's got some hashtags. So it took my hashtags, and I guess it thought these were a better choice of hashtags. So again, it has the brain to think. You're just giving it some information, and it has the brain to make the decision for you, which is really cool. So we have all these pieces of content that it came up with. And then here, the approve or decline button. So we're going to hit approve. Oh, great. Got it. Thanks. Cool. So now let's go back over here to this flow. We just approve it. So it sits in limbo about 45 minutes. And then after that, it times out. Again, you can remove that if you want and just have it sit in your inbox waiting on you whenever. So now it's developing several pieces of images for each platform that's optimized for that platform. Then it's going to save it into my Google file there, and then shoot it on over to LinkedIn for to post it there, gather the information if it actually successfully sent it. We're probably going to get a success on these others here as well because I've deactivated them, so it has nothing to do but just go right through it. it's kind of like a defaulty thing. Anyway, we should receive another email saying results have been submitted. Boom. Overall, it's probably been like what 3 or 4 minutes. So we got success LinkedIn. So let's go to my LinkedIn. This is what I posted yesterday, 7 minutes. I guess it's a little, I haven't refreshed my screen since yesterday. So let's refresh. But before we refresh, let's go check this approval one. So let's see LinkedIn, discover how AI driven workflows can revolutionize your business operations. So we're looking for that same one. So let's refresh here. Discover how AI driven workflows revolutionize your business operation. Boom. And then it should have, yeah, my website. Boom, boom, which is cool. So you can see the image here. Yeah, so, right? So we're using DALI 3 ChatGPT model. Again, it does pretty good for this purpose. I think it's good enough. But if you want to get better with it, we can enhance that by using other AI image generators that have better images, better quality, not so like animated. But that's it in a nutshell. Like you've seen the process here. Like it posted it for me. That's great. Like all I had to do was fill out a couple pieces of information on this form that we submitted. That's it, guys. So again, we're using n8n, and whatever bottlenecks you have in your business, it can be built in here. And so we're using AI agents. AI agents are going to replace a lot of like tasks that we don't like to do inside of our business, and that's why we have AI agents. That's the beauty of having these AI agents. It's doing the work for you. You give it a brain, you give it these tools, it understands it understands what it needs to do, execute, and then deliver the result. So whatever bottlenecks you have inside your business or what you need, AI agents are going to be a solution to help you be more productive and get some of these tedious tasks out of the way so that you can feel like you're getting more things done throughout the day. So that's pretty much it. This is it. I'm gonna put this on. Again, I promised you guys like you could have this. So you do have to have this application n8n. The only thing about this, there's two ways you can have this. So, of course, you can go to the website n8n here, and they do have a price package plan here. They only gives you like five pieces of like workflow for $20. So this is using their software and their cloud, if that makes sense. So you're paying for their cloud storage space to run this. I don't know if you've heard of like OpenAI. So OpenAI, or not OpenAI, but open source, it allows you to run it locally on your machine, meaning that you can download this software program, this application, onto your computer and run it for free. But to do that, you have to run some back end information on like your local computer and telling it what to do. So that's, I pull this up here. We have some code built out that helps run this on the back end of your machine. It's not too complicated, but if you're tech savvy, then you could figure it out. But running this on the back end of your computer, you'll have this free application where you can build and just set it and let it go for however long you want it, and you can build as many as you want forever, right? So that's the beauty of open source. There's a lot of, you'll hear that term here and there, but open source allows you to use your own server, your computer, with what you're doing, and build things. Like there's so many like different ways to use open source for different applications. So if you haven't heard that term before, familiarize yourself with it and do some Google searching. But that's it. Like, if you need help with this, guys, just let me know. This is what I do. I love doing this. I build applications. I build AI agents. I help businesses automate information inside. I help businesses get rid of the bottlenecks that is holding them down. So anything that's like weighing you down inside your business, using AI agents is definitely the resource of getting rid of that. And I can definitely help you with that. So hope you enjoy this. I will include the file here that you can import on your n8n. And then, of course, from there, you got to set all this up. But good luck. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.